Listen, I don't want to sound pretentious, but I have played every single genre of ranked video game on this fucking planet, and I can tell you one thing for certain. Marvel Rivals is not even close to hard to ranking up in. First, I need to give you a brief backstory on what games I have played, just so you guys don't think, oh, you have 1 million hours in Overwatch. Obviously, you're going to be good at Marvel Rivals. No, I don't want to be spewing bullshit because I know people already do that enough. If you don't care about my ranked background, you can just skip to this timestamp. But for now, I'm going to take it from the top of when I started playing ranked games. Now, in like 2016, I got into Counter-Strike. I was a fucking silver Counter-Strike gamer. I was playing on 30 FPS on a trash-ass laptop. Now, during this time, the only other experience I was really getting playing even on a keyboard and mouse was like Minecraft PvP. And then after that time, I was pretty much just playing Fortnite and Rocket League and pretty much anything competitive I could find, but I was playing on controller. And obviously Marvel Rivals is a very similar game to Overwatch, so I would bring my experience with that in. And it's also on controller. I never even touched Diamond in Overwatch, and I was playing in like a 4-stack, bro. And I maxed out in plat. Mind you, this is all still on controller, so I don't have a massive, extensive history with playing PC games up until 2021, where I started playing Valorant, and I did play Valorant for like 3 years, and I have probably 2,000 hours in Valorant. And now I know you're thinking, oh, you play Valorant all the time, you were high rank in Valorant, but at the end of the day, Valorant skill does not transfer to Overwatch or like Marvel Rivals skill at all, at least not for me, because I actually also played PC Overwatch, and I'm like silver. And I really couldn't even get out when I was trying. But with all of that out the way, let's get straight into Marvel Rivals. First of all, a lot of people are boosted. I'm sorry. Now, to be clear, I'm not talking about the traditional boosting where someone is actually helping you rank up. But I'm talking by your character or maybe even by the role you're playing. Honestly, I think this applies to supports and then to DPS and then to tanks in that exact order. Honestly, support has to be the easiest role in this game, especially when you're below diamond and they're not banning anything. I mean, I was literally a Spider-Man one trick all the way up to like plat. And then when I got in plat and people just started locking me out of DPS, I got forced on support, a role I legit never played before. And I was still doing better than every other support in my games. And for those of you who skipped that part earlier, no, I was not a healer main on Overwatch at all either. I played McCree, and I played him with a lot of aim assist. Don't forget that. But on Cloak and Dagger, you don't even have to aim. In fact, you can miss and it'll bounce off the wall and heal your team anyway. And Luna Snow is the most straightforward character ever. I mean, I was dropping like 50k healing. All you have to do is click left shift every time you get it. And then you can spam heal anybody like it's an ultimate. But you can notice, once you get to Diamond and people's characters start getting banned, a lot of people just straight up cannot play support that well anymore. And it's not like Overwatch where it was role queue, right? So you can't just be like flexible in one role. If someone locks your character or your shit gets banned, which happens really commonly, most people literally get completely screwed over. Like there's just nothing they can do because unless they beg for their character and actually get it, they have no other options. Now, I didn't start playing tank until recently, but let me tell you why this doesn't happen to tank players. Most tank players are just playing it for the love of the game. I'm just gonna be honest. Like that trash ass Captain America on your team, he probably knows he sucks, but he just cannot get enough of playing Captain America. And that's why I put DPS second on the list of most likely to be boosted by their character, because on DPS, I feel like they also just kind of love playing DPS and they don't want to be the guy in the back not getting kills and shit, you know what I mean? They want to be the guy changing the game. I feel like DPS players, they're the ones, they go on Google, they type DPS ranked tier list Marvel Rivals. They find the strongest one, they learn them in a week or something, and they just start dominating. Uh-oh, we're in Diamond? Oh, my shit's getting banned now? Damn. Now I'm getting no value because I don't know how to play anybody else. I can't counterpick. I was just used to my character doing all the work, and I can just pick this character into any team. You know how many times somebody has begged not to get a broken character like Storm banned just so they could play them? Just for us to get fucking wiped by the enemy Storm? Yeah, I mean, you just can't make that up. It seemed like Diamond was damn near a participation trophy of playing this game. I mean, this is just not good, it's not healthy, and it's also just not normal. I mean, there was some times in Overwatch, I mean, like Launch Brig, shit like that. That one time Bastion was like dumb OP for a couple weeks, but you get the idea. Now, I'm gonna be honest, the next thing I want to say, I feel like may not even be real, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You guys can just tell me what you think. But I feel like a lot of the players in the lower ranks are people who just actually love Marvel in general. And I think one of the best examples of this is because the higher I've gotten climbing in ranked, the less people actually know about the characters in the game. I remember one of my teammates told another teammate, "Can you go Sue?" And they said, "Who the fuck is Sue? Just use their normal name." Then he says, "I don't care about learning this game's lore." And I'm just like, this game's lore, it's just a Marvel. And I'm not heavy into Marvel, and honestly, I didn't even know half the characters in this fucking game when I first loaded it or what they did. But I'm like, there's no way you climbed all the way up here and you never heard the call out Sue before. You gotta put 2 and 2 together. That shit is just too dumb. In all honesty, I feel like the low rank guys, they just love playing their favorite characters and shit. If they rank up, they rank up. If they don't, oh well. That's what it seemed like. And I feel like in most other games, it's not really like that. Like in most other games, if you do something bad or fucked up and your team notices, they're still going to call you a slur. But the amount of times my teammates have ulted and spawned and everyone would just look at them and then laugh and then just walk away is kind of absurd, honestly. I feel like they're just down there to have a good time, even though it is competitive still, like technically, but hey, who knows, bro? I could just be yapping out my ass right now. But I know one thing that's facts. This game is very easy to rank up in if you decide to just learn 2 characters in each role. And before you get in my comments, "Oh, that would take so much longer than just learning like 1 or 2 characters of the same role and being good at them." I'm saying just know the basics of how to play them. I'm not saying you got to be the GOAT. I'm just saying be okay at the characters, and I promise you can hit GM for free. Like, I don't play support unless I have to, but I will still win my support games. I literally load on the map, insta-lock Spider-Man, and if we're getting shit on, I'll switch. And that's if I feel like it. It took me about 65 hours to hit GM like that, and that isn't even close to a lot. I'm gonna have to unfortunately call out my dog Trell in this part of the video. My boy climbed up to Diamond 3 playing 1 or 2 characters, and I'm not gonna lie, that boy fell down to Gold 1. Yet he's climbing back up again because he decided to start learning characters in different roles instead of just playing 1 or 2 DPS and then like playing 1 support or 1 or 2 support. At least he's branching out. He's playing tanks now. He's doing other shit. He's learning new characters and he's ranking back up. But that was a legit prime example of what I'm talking about here. He ranked up 1-tricking and then he fell off 1-tricking, but now he's climbing back up in a completely different way. Yes, but at the end of the day, there are a lot of boosted players sitting probably plat to like GM3. I'm not gonna lie, I just hit GM3, but I can still admit that a lot of the niggas around me are boosted. But I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm the GOAT. If I was the GOAT, I would be at a fucking GM, right? So, you know, it is what it is. If you enjoyed me ranting in this video, go ahead and like and sub up. I'm probably gonna keep doing this shit, but I got a lot of other cooler things on the way. Please stick around, please. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. Peace.